You saw me doing some cutting and carving with these knives, and I thought I'd do some basic around the house cutting as well, just to see what they can do. So here's all the stuff. So let's just go. I have a piece of very thick cotton from an old army bag. So let's start with the Sigmund. Yeah, I mean it cuts. If you push a little bit harder, it'll go through, but okay, yeah. Let's see if we cut it like this. Okay, pretty easy. I'm running out of, okay. Also, it takes a little bit of work. Some cordura. Yeah, not quite through. Well, it goes through, it just leaves a little piece. Oh, right. So here the Sigmund really cuts it in one go, and where the Viking is struggling a bit. So I would say for the cutting, so far the Sigmund is doing better. Let's do some. Again, the Viking is struggling to get it right. Ooh, yeah. All right. So let's make some food. Pretty thin, yeah. Let's try that with the Viking. Yeah, I would say they both are capable. Potato. Ooh, yeah, you hear it crack. I mean, it's just. Can you do it? Yeah, but it splits the potato. Well, they're both not really comfortable cutting potatoes. Maybe a tie wrap. The Viking. Well, it's cutting through pretty easy. Do I have one for the Sigmund? Oh, yeah. Yeah, again, a little bit easier. Okay. What else have we got? Another tie wrap. So let's try the Sigmund, very easy. The Viking, also very easy. Okay. Onion, potatoes, cordura stuff. All right, just in case I haven't done that when I reviewed the knife, but throwing sparks. Let me show you first with the Condor that, yeah, that really throws sparks. And then the Sigmund, I mean, it throws sparks, but it's really work. You need to work for it. Let's use this thing. Yeah, okay, so they both don't throw sparks very well. This is laminated steel with softer steel on the outside, and you actually can see, probably not on a camera, but when you look at this, you can see that the fire steel is actually damaging the blade. So this is probably too soft a steel on the outside to throw sparks. The inner steel is harder, but you know, you're not gonna do the sparks with the edge. And although this is sort of like a stainless steel, it doesn't throw sparks very well, but I guess this is easy to grind to a 90-degree angle, and then it probably will throw sparks. But as they come out of the box, as they are, they don't throw sparks very well. Okay, so for this test, I would say the Sigmund wins it. It just does a little bit better all round. It's a bit more like a cutter. It's a bit thinner blade, so I guess that makes it a little bit easier for it to cut through all those finer things. All right, so let's go to the conclusion. Okay, in conclusion, we both have two Helle knives that come from the outdoor section, more or less. And if you look at the specifications more carefully, you'll see that this one is more for the outdoors and this one is more all-round. And I guess that is exactly what it is. After using it for quite a while, testing it on all kinds of stuff, I found that this one bites better in the wood. It's more like a bushcraft knife. It carves a little bit better, you know. And this one is more for the finer things. It's more indeed like an all-round knife. So they got it spot on as far as I'm concerned. Now, so if you have to make a choice at how you're going to use it, then that is one conclusion. This is more bushcrafty and this is more all-round. Looking at other things, this is carbon steel laminated, has a harder core and some softer steel on the outside. This one is stainless steel. Yeah, so if that is the thing, then that is definitely a difference. The Sigmund is also well balanced. You can grab it in the middle and it stays well balanced. If you do that with the Viking, you'll find that it is blade heavy. It tends to tip forward. You really have to grab it quite in the front here to keep it straight. So it's a bit blade heavy. And that is because the steel is thicker. And they are both stick thang or tail, red tail or whatever. So no batoning. Other thing, they don't throw sparks, but the stainless steel is probably easier to grind at a 90-degree angle, and this steel will always be soft, so I don't know if that'll work. Other things, the handle. Now the Sigmund has a really well-defined handle. It has some protection for the fingers. It has something at the back to prevent you from slipping, and so it's a great handle. This handle is like the model, the Viking. It's just a straight barrel. It has a little bit of swell in the middle, but it tapers. It's like an upside down egg. It's round at the top and it tapers towards the bottom. That means that if you grab it and you squeeze it real hard, for me it created a hot spot. It pressed into my fingers when I was cutting with it, so that became an annoyance. So I actually took a grinder and grinded it round and gave it a little bit of a swell and a bit like a normal handle shape in that respect, you know, looking more like the Sigmund in that way. That made it very comfortable for me. So I don't know, out of the box, the Sigmund has a far better handle. And the Viking is something, yeah, I don't know, it's an acquired taste, I guess. But I modified it anyway. Alright, so basically they're both very good knives in their own way. More bushcrafty, more all-roundy. Better handle for the Sigmund. Better steel for the, I think, better steel for the Viking. They're both, you know, like unique in their own way. So, I don't know which one to choose. Actually, I got both of them so that I don't have to. But I hope I gave you enough information to make up your mind if you were thinking about buying either one of them. All right, thanks for watching and see you next time. With seriously? Whew.